Hi guys. So today we're starting what I like to call the back stretch. Well, actually, no, it's not. After we've done the Elysian part of the quest, then we are in the back stretch. But for now, we're heading to the Exalted Plains. Now, you have to admit, or I have to say, the Exalted Plains are not, for me, the best places in the game. By a country mile, they're not. In fact, they're actually pretty shitty in terms of what they look like. They're essentially big open areas filled with. Oh, that's what it looks like. Oh, that's a shame. Oh. Oh well. Essentially big open areas that are full of trenches, trench warfare, medieval trench warfare. I mean, sounds interesting, but it's really not. Like, when you get there, it's not that interesting at all. Unfortunately. Maybe the passage of time, I'll be very, happy with what they've done to it in the meantime, but for now, let me just upgrade a few people. Whoops. There we go. Vivienne. Excellent. There's a romantic candle and Thedas. Okay. Guess I'll buy that.
It's the grand ball in the Winter Palace, you stumbling fool.
Is that why I've had nothing but silks on my back for days now?
One must be on their best behavior if one is to be seen and to profit.
All for your pretty empress.
In the mists of war, civil and otherwise, oh no. I dress for everyone.
I really wish, like in the next Dragon Age, that they get the cloth physics right. Did you see how the bottom of Canos' robes are like, his armored robes are like clinging to him? It'd be really cool if like one day they didn't do that.
By the Maker, it's the Inquisitor himself. Would you care for a bouquet of flowers, your worship? The roses have been exceptional this season.
You sell flowers, I take it?
Oh, I don't sell them so much as I grow them. All for the halls of the Winter Palace. Empress Celine does so love the pink daisies. They're quite difficult to cultivate. But I don't think they'd begrudge a few flowers for the Herald of Andraste. It can be our little secret.
I was looking for some flowers, in fact.
Indeed. For what occasion, if I may ask?
For a lady friend.
Oh, no simple wildflowers for you then. I have just the thing. I'll send them to Skyhold, in fact. Rare beauties your lady will adore.
Okay. That's the weird thing about Canos, is that of all the characters that I have, he's not really a shagger compared to the rest. If you've seen my playthrough of Dragon Age Origins, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Warden's just legendary. He just fucks everybody. Hawk, not so much. Just Isabella. Which counts as having sex with a lot of people, considering how many people Isabella has had sex with. Canos.
There must be something here.
I think Canos is kind of normal. It was part of Royce's makeup that he was a shagger. You know, that he went around basically, you know... What the fuck?
Ah, you must be the surfacer they call the Inquisitor. That right? Wish I could sell you some books. Wish I could sell anyone some books. Sod it all.
You're a bookseller?
Normally, yes. No need to look at me so funny. Thought I'd come here and try my luck selling books and scholarly crap to all the mages crowded hereabouts. Naturally, they've all up and vanished like a fart in a cavern. I'd go home if I just had any of my stock. What a mess.
So, what happened exactly?
Surfacers happened. It took all my coin for bribes just to find out the damn Templars ambushed my wagon before it got here. Thought I was bringing supplies to the roads. So it's out there, but who knows where.
Any books of poetry in your wagon?
Sure. Mages love that stuff. Fat lot of good it does me now.
Okay. Find the Dwarven bookseller's missing caravan. Okay. It's down here somewhere. I think we will be uploading around about 2 a day now for Dragon Age Inquisition because the game is so vast that I'm thinking we're going to get to about 30 parts that are all 2 hours each. It's like a 65 hour game. I don't think people actually get how long 65 hours is. You know, they look at games, oh, 65 hours is a good length for a game, that. I mean, you would think so, but I am of the opinion that 30 to 40 hours is more than enough for an RPG. Like this. Honestly, I just, call me crazy, but I just do. I just think. Well, I'm trying to game, but you won't fucking game. I'm pressing the fucking button. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, game? Oh, look at this up there. Do you know what? Turn the console off, game. Why? Turn it off. Yeah. So I actually think like 30 hours is more than enough. 30 to 40 hours. You know, 45 at a push. This one, again, I think Dragon Age Inquisition originally hit the sweet spot. You know, 30, it was like 40 odd hours. So, okay, yeah, I can deal with that. Later on, though, with the DLC, you're looking at 65 plus. Way up there. Please don't be one of these quests that is like, ooh, where is the thing that you need? Is it up here? Is it down there? I don't know. Could be anywhere. Could be fucking. BioWare do that all the time. They do that shit all the time. Ooh, look at this puzzle you have to do that you have to go on the internet to find the solution for because it's so dense and ridiculous that, you know, this. God, it's supposed to be here somewhere. Some elf fruit. Is this it? Thank God. Right. Now we've done that, let's go to the Exalted Plains, because I'm not going to romance it just yet. After the Exalted Plains is when we're going to do it.
Your worship.
Sorry, I'd have watched the Orakai video before where they're all talking like normal people. When they run, they all go. That's I know. I'm a ridiculous human being. Yeah, I'll do 10% more stuff. That's fine. Right. Exalted Plains. So, Cullen. Our spies have looked into the breakdown of contact between Val Royo and Imperial Army forces in the Dales. Troops on both sides agreed to cease hostilities, then retreated to their camps to await the outcome of peace talks. What occurred after the withdrawal is a mystery. The last communique from Gaspard's marshal reported a rash of desertions. After that silence, I agree that this warrants further investigation. Do what you will. And my agents will send support. Leniana, okay. Boom. We take the A team. That's one cool thing about Dragon Age and Bioware games in general. Everyone has their A team. I quite like that. Their go-to guys that they use in every mission.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
What history were you talking about?
After the fall of Halam Sharal, what remained of the Elven army met the forces of the Exalted March here. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender, they refused.
This rebel group. Tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves. There must be a clan camped somewhere on the plains.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
Looks like Ron Perlman. War. War never changes. What the fuck am I doing in Dragon Age? Or Thanos. Ron Perlman should have played Thanos, man. Oh, look at that 2 in 1.
Keep off the rampart. I wonder why. Let's find out.
Oh, that. Let's find out.
Your Worship.
How can anyone stop these things?
Are you Imperial Army?
Yes, Your Worship. I fight on the side of Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, rightful Emperor of Olay.
The peace talks in Halam Shiral mean an end to hostilities, don't they?
We're no longer fighting each other, but demons. The dead. It was easier when we fought.
Sorry,
You can't
what's that?
just leave.
Sorry, what the fuck did you just say to me, trainee? What the fuck did you just... Do you see what I just did there? I'm not gonna punt you into those fucking stakes. Speak.
I must tend to our fallen.
What's happened here?
We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those free men showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the free men are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
I should be going.
Elven ruins in there. It's another annoying part of the game. Is when you have the elves in this part who are just like, yeah, we'll help, we'll give you some tiny bit of help, but you need to run these 19 errands for us and get your face. No. No. You excel in poverty. That's what your special trait is. You're good at poverty. So, no, I won't be fucking, you know. You give me nothing in return. It's like, it looks like most bad characters in these games. You think the actual victims. They give you nothing in return.
There are so many. This was intentional.
There may be more of these pits. We'll have to find them.
So yeah, like a lot of things in like Dragon Age games do it, for example, every now and again. They will generally... There's somebody here. Oh. See ya. Why are they chasing? That wasn't very hard, guys. You guys really are not a good army, but I like your silks. For fuck's sake, Frenchmen. Frenchmen in any capacity. Put your swords away. You're not very good at it, alright? Don't worry, the English are here. We'll help you out, no problem. Jesus Christ.
They did it. I can't believe they retook the ramparts.
They?
Maybe if we got word to the Marshal.
They?
But Fort Reverson surrounded by undead and locked down.
What's happened here?
It started when those freemen showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the freemen are
Alright,
just
shut up.
deserters
Shut
from the
up.
armies.
Shut up.
Be careful out there.
God almighty. All legions really test my fucking patience. They're just morons. Oh, we have a thing called the game. Oh. Okay. What do you do in it? We lie and we generally don't make any progress in anything. Oh. You know. What is your army good at? Nothing. It doesn't really do anything. Fucking hell. We're just climbing. We're not even over leveled, and we're just climbing through all these. Look at this. Bang. Gone. Gone. Why are they so useless? Why? Why would I want to ally with these people? If they actually want allies, you know what I mean? We've got to come in and protect them with 4 people. If this was a D&D campaign, I'd be seriously thinking, yeah, this GM doesn't really know how to pace things or reward you properly. I've done it once or twice. Once or twice in campaigns. But you don't really get across why you need these people. You know what I mean? Because you establish the fact that they need saving by the party all the time. You know, I've done it before. I tend not to do it anymore, thankfully, but I have done it before. Oh, there is a rifter down there.
You've killed lots of my countrymen, I take it.
Sure, usually when I'm being paid for it.
What? Never just for fun?
I'm here, aren't I? Man's gotta take his fun where he can find it.
Sorry, just filling up my glass. Oh my god.
Make it take you.
So when my ex was playing this, I was honestly confused when she was getting stuck. This isn't a slight on her at all, because new gamers are new gamers, and that's just how it is. But there were times when I was like, even with like a modicum of brain power, you could make that party so fucking overpowered. You know, that sounds really horrible. Like that, she wasn't that. You know what I mean? It's a new gamer. You know, it's a new person. But I was confused sometimes. I was like, because to other people it looks simple. It's not simple. You know what I mean? But it looks it. Especially when you got specializations and you just fucking annihilate it. Yeah, I was honestly confused a few times. I was like, how are you... It's almost impossible to die there. You know, that sort of a thing. I didn't say that to her, obviously. I'm not a dick. I gave quiet encouragement and a lot of atta girls when she beat the game in certain parts. All three of those dead. We'll have him dead now.
Victory at last!
At least they were fighting, more than most of the legions do. Why are you sitting down?
That was a brilliant show, Inquisitor. My men had barely been keeping the Horde at bay. Bastien Prou, Marshal of the Grand Duke's forces here in the Dales.
Why have you barricaded yourselves in here?
We had to retreat from the Western Front. The demons and undead were too much. But it's no better here. My patrols don't return, messages are lost. I've had no word from the capital in weeks. If we could, regain our outposts, the ramparts, or even the garrison by the river. We can't just keep hiding. I want to die like a soldier, not cowering under a bed, praying the monsters don't get me.
What else do you know about the Dales?
Surely you know the history of this place. The Exalted March, the fall of the Elven Kingdom. Talking of elves, my patrols speak of a band of Dalish who've made camp in the west.
I've heard something of the free men of the Dales. What do you know about them?
They're a mob of traitors. Too soft for war. Thought it was a skirmish or two, then back for supper. Turns out it wasn't. And off they run to the first person to tell them their tantrums are acceptable. Now, as they want independence. To establish a new settlement. Ridiculous.
I've cleared out the dead from the western ramparts.
You did? Maker's breath. There's hope for us, if the ramparts have been reclaimed. I'd alert our forces stationed outside the Dales, but the chaos makes it difficult for missives to get through. Demons. Those blasted freemen, or whatever they call themselves.
I shall take my leave.
Good day.
Okay. Not really bothered about doing any other quests in this part. I'm going to do them anyway, though. Just so you guys can get a sense of how the war's going. It's quite nice to just breeze through.
Hope it stays quiet for a while.
It will. I've won the war for you, don't worry. Don't worry, the game gets a lot more difficult when we get into the DLCs. The Emerald Grave, the Frostback Basin is really cool. Probably my favourite area in Dragon Age Origin, Inquisition, sorry, is that. Frostback Basin. That, and they turned up the party banter in those areas as well, which is just like, if you can do it there, why can't you just do it? Fuck's sake, you know. Okay, and there's one here. Don't annoy me, game. How do we get up there? Thank you. Up here, is it? Yes. Is everyone dead? Everyone should be dead. Everyone is dead. Good. Everyone will die. Boom. Shame. Anyway, let's whack this. Bang. Oh. Dorian, could you do the honors? No? I just did that and you didn't fucking burn.
Cullen's got some of those trebuchets from the siege back at Skyhold. Hey, Seeker, think he'd mind if I borrow one? Just for an hour or two.
Why do you need a trebuchet?
Crumb sold it. He made these stuffed nugs with wings. I want to see how far they can fly.
I don't think that's an appropriate use of Inquisition resources.
See, this is why you're not in charge of morale.
Can you believe that's the same voice actor as James Vega? From Mass Effect 3. Yeah, well, maybe if you, like, helped, then they wouldn't have been here in the first place. But, you know, you're French, so, you know, I can't really expect any combat prowess from people like you. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I love how even Bioware, who are from, you know, Canada, so they're very high on French culture and things like that. You know, because they think they're French. Sorry. You know, even they have to. They kind of admit that, you know, the French are fucking useless when it comes to doing anything that is any even remotely... If I run past things in the game, that's because I'm very, very aware that most of the stuff you pick up, now that I'm got quite good at crafting, is useless, essentially. I've always got haste on now. Alrighty. Oh, can we just... Oh no, I thought we could run straight across to that one. That'd have been nice. In typical French fashion, the only thing they seem to be very good at is building walls to hide behind. No, Napoleon doesn't count. One great warlord in how many thousands of years? The last one before him was Vercingetorix, and that says a lot, doesn't it? He was beaten by a very short Italian though. These things are actually spawning and immediately dying, which is hilarious.
That's the last of them.
Protect your ears. Because about the only things the Elysians did right was put a signal here so a person who's actually competent can come and warn them when they can come and take their stuff back. Wonderful, really. I think that's enough of helping your legions, don't you? Useless. Are these good? Guess they are.
No sign of trouble.
At least they're actually patrolling, which is nice. Does that count as Venetori killed with Dorian? It's only these Venetori that count. Fuck off with these fucking wolves, man. Really liking how things that would have given us some trouble earlier on in the game were just absolutely annihilating now. I love how his most powerful attack did nothing. He did his... Oh no, look, there it is. There it goes, there it goes. With the barrier up, his attack did absolutely nothing. It just, like, bonk. Nope, 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 nope.
There, that's some good armor.
Are you referring to me?
Some women wear ornamental crap with tits hammered into it. One good shot, and all that cleavage gets knocked right into the sternum. Real messy. Good on you for going practical.
I aim to please.
Leave something to the imagination, too.
How do we get across this thing? Or do we not? Okay, that's fine. They're doing a lot more banter now, which is nice. So if I haven't just cursed it. But...
The demons are coming from down there! A rift!
Another one? Oh, come on. Use the fucking ladder, please. I'm not going to bother with any more of those. Oh, it's a wine with a mahogany finish to it. Let me just stroke my fucking neck beard. Mahogany. No. You just know the fucking hipsters making this game. Honestly. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, game. Why is this here? go speak to the Dalish, shall we? At least then you can see how unsufferable they are, and I'm not doing the quest out of spitefulness or anything.
I've news, sir.
Go away.
No sign of trouble.
You know, those animations are out of time there because of the haste spell.
Here's the Dalish clan we heard about.
Yes, professional victim, what do you want?
Come unbidden before the people. My patience is thin with all that has befallen. Perhaps you should be on your way.
What has befallen your clan?
The Orlesian war has hindered our progress through the dirt. The armies cause rock slides. They dig ditches that trip the Hala and destroy the Arabils, making passage impossible. Precisely when the clan needs him most, my first, Tavin, defies my wishes and mounts an excursion to the Emerald Graves. And now, I've learned that the grounds of Far Balanaris are infested by angry spirits from the beyond.
That's not my concern.
I would not expect you to understand. Perhaps you should leave.
Okay. So, we are going back to Skyhold. I say we're pretty much done in the Exalted Plains now. Whoops. Somebody texted me. Let's go and help the Orlesians out a little bit more. A little bit more. Leave the Dalish to do what they want. I don't really care. So, the thing is, I know what I'm getting with the Orlesians. I know I was taking the piss before, but it is a huge empire with a lot of power and a lot of influence, and whoever's going to be sitting on the throne needs to be helping us, essentially. So there's a very good reason why the Inquisitor would want to help out. But you approach the Dalish and they tell you to go away, number one, and then when you say what's wrong, they just give you several tasks to do, one of which is not even in this area. It's in the Emerald Graves where we were before. No. That's not how you ask someone for help, I'm afraid. That's not how this works. You know, you are in my power, not the other way around. I'm not the massive fucking army that can help you out. What can you give me? You know, I'm fighting war against demons, and all you can do is, the caravans are getting a bit stuck on the rocks. Fucking hell, really? Really? That's what you're coming at me with? Your caravans are stuck on the rocks. You can't control your own people before they run off to another area hundreds of miles away. What use are you then? Like...
Men to clear this out, if you want.
Okay. Well, since we can't get to that without it... fuck it, let's go home.
I cannot stop thinking of our earlier discussion. You don't actually intend to go through with courting me, do you?
Is it so unbelievable that I want to?
I suppose not. You just have so much else to occupy your energies.
You let me worry about my...
It wasn't a challenge, my lord. You needn't do it simply because I suggested you could not.
It's very simple. I care for you.
You enjoy making things complicated, don't you?
I have some more questions.
As you wish.
Tell me about your brother.
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who showed what a Pentagast could truly be. I idolized him. I wanted to hunt dragons as he did, even though our uncle forbade it. Anthony promised to train me in secret. We would hunt together one day, brother and sister, vanquishing the beasts of old. And then he died on me.
That sounds really awful.
It was the end of everything I knew. A group of apostates wanted dragon blood, and wanted Anthony to get it for them. He refused, and they killed him for it. In front of me. I begged the Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, they sent me to the Seekers. It took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
I think I understand how you felt.
At times I could not breathe. The rage nearly choked me. I sometimes wonder how different my life would be if Anthony was still alive. Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some noble fool, a mother of 3? I cannot say. I take solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but he is not always kind.
I'll let you get back to work.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
So, that book you were reading.
Yes, what of it?
So under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart.
Why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the sole province of dithering ladies in frilly dresses. It is passion. It is being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
Don't get me wrong. I like this side of you.
I don't swoon.
I meant the passion.
Ah, well, that's not so bad then. It's good to see you.
I want to talk to you about the cure for Tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
But you are going to look into it.
That is my intent. I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people. Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
I do. Though I understand how someone born outside of human society might think otherwise. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So what should that new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinia?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of Divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new Divine could expect such obedience now.
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Thank you.
What do you need, my friend?
I'd like to speak with you. In private.
Oh? How private?
There's a grove just outside of Skyhold. Meet me there.
If you're certain...
I am. Trust me. On aching branch do blossoms grow, the wind a hallowed breath. It carries the scent of honeysuckle, sweet as the lover's kiss. It brings the promise of more tomorrows, of sighs and whispered bliss.
You can't be serious.
I can, and I am.
And that is the poem you chose?
Oh, so the list is more detailed than I thought.
Carmenum de Amatus. I thought this one was banned. His lips on mine speak words not voiced, a prayer, which travels down my spine like flames that shatter night. His eyes reflect the heaven stars, the Maker's light. My body opens, filled and blessed, my spirit there.
Not merely housed in flesh, but brought to life. Shall we read another?
Don't crush it for God's sake, Canos. Jesus Christ.
They will say one of two things about me. That I stood at the Inquisitor's side, his protector and his lover. That it was meant to be. Or they will say I was led astray by the wiles of a Kunari madman.
Demonetization. Thank God these aren't monetized.
You're still not sure about me.
I've feared you since the moment I laid eyes upon you. I have never known anything like it. I've been with only one other man in my life. A mage, with whom I adventured when I was still very young. He died at the Conclave. I will not let Corypheus win. I will not let him take you from me.
Oh well. Well, you go for it.
I love you.
Here, tonight. I believe you.
And with that, we'll end this part. And next time, we'll be going to do the Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. So I'll see you then.